Well, we're going to do a lead out guide. It's pretty slick. The parts that you're going to need are 2 pieces of basswood, 3/16 thick and 1 inch wide, and however long you want to make the lead out guide. You'll need some brass eyelets like this. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue some plywood, 16th plywood, if I can find it, between the two to make a relieved slot. Here we go. Yeah, let's cut a couple pieces out of this. You just take some plywood and sandwich it in between, and we're going to glue that. So we'll just tack it here. Yeah. See, it doesn't like hardwood very well. We might have to kick it. This is fast, light, and it's a whole lot cleaner, I think, than the slider. But you do as you want. So we have a piece that looks like this. And we're going to take this other piece and glue it on top. And that leaves you a slot in the center here. So we'll glue that. This is our lead out guide. Now I take it over to my table saw and I square it all up, cut off the excess. This is our lead out guide, and how we make the holes is every 1/4 inch we're going to drill a hole. I'll show you about that. Put that on the drill press. So we got I wanted to quarter. So we have provisions for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different positions in 1/4 inch increments. And I'm going to take it over the drill press and I'm going to drill a hole down through it. Now, part of the part of the process. Lost my calipers. I'm going to cut the camera while I look for my calipers. I didn't put them back. Took me a minute to find them. Buy these from Harbor Freight, relatively cheap. I have starets and stuff for work, but I just use the cheapies for the hobby stuff. 300, yeah, millimeter. Now it's on inches. 120. $121. So we want something 118. 118 thousandths. 111. I don't have a drill bit in this index that's close. So let's get out the other index. Get out the snap-on index and see what I got here. So that's 116 it says here. $122, $115. Let's see here, 116. Let's try number 31 bit. Number 31 is 119 thousandths. Now we'll try the 119 thousandths and see what happens. I can hardly believe the index here doesn't have a bit for it. So we'll cut the camera. I'm going to drill this on a drill press. I'll be right back. Okay, we got it all drilled. It's right here. Let me put this back. I'll show you what we're going to do with this. So here's the piece that's all drilled, and the eyelets push into the holes, like so. And they're a tight fit, and that's what you want. And you just push them in, and you move it along the line. Let's say you want to change the lead out position, you move it back, pull it out, move it back. I'm going to give you a tip on placement of this block. What I do is I take the tip, which I don't have laid out here, or cut out. You want to make sure that this is parallel with the rib. This line and this line are parallel. You don't want to put it in like that. Otherwise, the lead outs will be grinding at the end, because you drill this in a drill press at a 90 or 45, excuse me, or is it 90 degrees to the center line here. So you want to make them parallel. So what I do is I shape that. I know where it's going to go. It's going to go forward here. Then I take a pen and I draw the shape of the wingtip on the lead out block. And you cut that to shape. We're going to bury this into the laminates on the top and bottom of the tip and sand it to shape so that this piece becomes part of the wingtip. And that's a real super clean way to do it, I think. The lines themselves slide through the slot that you made. Now, others have shown how to do it in a single piece of basswood and take a jigsaw and run a slot in it, but the slot always looks hokey. It looks terrible to me, and so that's why I come up with this idea here, and it's worked pretty good. I've done 10 or 15 airplanes like that And as long as you know approximately where you want the lead outs to be, you have 2 inches of adjustment. And that's quite a bit. So, I'm going to cut the camera, shape this out. I'm going to clean up there's some sawdust inside there. I'll get a fingernail file and file that out of there so it's clean so that the lead outs will slide back and forth easy. So I'll be back in a short.